Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Different type of video, different set, or it's the same setting in my room, but you know. Okay, this is just a normal, just talk video. You've probably seen these millions of times on YouTube. It's just yeah, camera is there. Okay, so, mental health, pretty much. Before I start, I'm going to tell you my journey. Trigger warning. I'll put it up on the screen now. Yeah. So if you get triggered by any of them things, or like you don't want to hear about them, I'll put timestamps in the comments of where I'm talking about it. But pretty much, yeah. I wasn't going to make this video until, well, yesterday, pretty much. No, Thursday, actually. But a lot of stuff's happened, and Sam, if you're watching, thank you. Adam, if you're watching, thank you. You guys helped me in a time when I didn't know what to do. Sam, thank you for helping me, like, actually think about recording this, and Adam, you know what you did, thank you. Okay, so, when I was 14, going back, well, I'm still 14 now, but, pretty much start of, endish of year 9, yeah, I was in a very bad place. I just broke up with, Lottie, but now we're best mates. And that was one of the breakups that I didn't break up with them, so it, like, really hit hard for a while. I got over it in about 2 weeks, but still hit hard for me, you know? And I was just kind of just sad the majority of the time. I wouldn't say depressed, because I wasn't depressed at that time. But after the breakup, I went back to talking to Alfie, because why not? Alfie's my friend. And me and Alfie had a fallout. I lost loads of friends because of it. I lost friends with Megan and Sophie and all that. And then, because it was all overwhelming, I was also then friends with Bella for a while, and I tried to use Bella as a rebound, but I don't like talking about this. I don't feel comfortable, but YouTube, step out your comfort zone. What do I give to? Yeah. So I was talking to Bella, and it got to the point where I was just like really, really overwhelmed with everything, and it started with a lie. I said to Bella, I really don't feel well, like, mentally. Please help me. And then she was like, okay. So she talked to someone, I don't know who she talked to. And then sent me a number of Childline. I didn't call it, because when I get to talking to someone, I let out everything. And I tried to keep half the stuff private from YouTube, but long story short, my parents are broken up, and I get thrown around like a tennis ball, or I did. I'm going to stop saying that now. But what happened was my brother decided, okay, I'm moving out of my dad's house. He told me, he didn't tell me, but he packed up all the stuff, all his clothes. I remember we were sitting in this room. I was up where that shelf is on my bunk bed. Now it's a single bed. And he just packed up all his stuff, left, and then the next day he said he was going for a job interview. So So he took his passport from my dad's house and gave me a letter. And when I came back here, I found it in my bag. Said to Dad, so I gave it to him, and it was basically, he didn't write it. It wasn't his handwriting. Someone else wrote that for him, saying that he was moving out. I don't know who it was, but it was someone. It looked like my mum's, but I'm not throwing out accusations. After that, I decided, okay, I hate it. After that, I decided I'm going to move out of my mum's house. Not 1 day, not 2 days, full time. And I was like, I don't really want to, so held fire. Until one night, on a Saturday, we had snacks out. I was upstairs on call to one of my friends. I came down, ate some stuff, went back up because they were watching Strictly. I don't like Strictly on Dancing. I do street dance, but I don't like watching dancing and stuff. So I then went back upstairs and I left a little glass of milk. There's like that much left in it. Left it downstairs. And then James, my mum's other half, came upstairs with the glass of milk, slammed it on my side. It went all over my bed, all over me, all over the floor, cabinets, books, all that stuff, iPads. And I was like, what was that for? And then he went, don't come down here and use us, then come back upstairs. And I was like, my best friend saw this, wish they recorded it, but they didn't. I'm trying to stop, I'm sorry. But pretty much I went back downstairs with the empty glass, and James stood up, got here to me, and just started shouting. Now, when someone gets really mad at me and starts shouting, I kind of put up like a wall. I just ignore it, and insults and stuff. I just ignore it. So I'm just like this. Just like that. I am hearing everything, but it kind of just goes in one ear out the other. And I then said, you're really horrible, you know that. You've been horrible to me since day one. Walked through, put my thing down, went back upstairs. Went to bed that night, and in the morning, didn't let me eat breakfast with them. They all ate breakfast, and he just left because we never have bacon and eggs and stuff. Everyone had full English. I just had a bacon, literally just bacon, left on a plate with a roll and butter on the table outside. And I wasn't allowed to eat with them. Same with dinner. Lunch, wasn't allowed lunch. Same with dinner. And that was the time when I then decided, okay, I'm moving out. So I moved out on Tuesday, so I was at my dad's. So Monday, I'm at my dad's house. I go to school, get picked up Monday night by my dad, then go back home, have dinner, etc., etc. Tuesday, same thing. Although on Tuesdays I'd get picked up. On Tuesdays I'd walk home to my mum's, have dinner, and then sleep there. But what's happening now? Monday I go to school, get picked up by Dad. Tuesday I go to school, get picked up by my stepmom. Wednesday I go to school, go to my mum's house, sleep there, and then Thursday morning walk to school, and then get picked up by my dad. And then depending on whose weekend it was, on Friday I'd either walk home and spend the weekend with my mum, or I'd get picked up on Friday and spend the weekend with my dad. And on one of the weekends, when it was Wednesdays, James had another go at me. He literally just took stuff from my room, took all my devices away from me, tried to stop making me do YouTube, tried to make me quit YouTube. That was why I made that video, which was personal information. Go watch them if you want. And what I was talking about in the corner of videos was I was putting like little hints. I didn't end up doing it in the end, but it was stuff like help, stuff like I like this girl's name, I'm not going to say her name. And then the thing beginning with W is wedding, because I met this girl at a wedding, but I liked her. I may talk about that later in a different video, I don't know yet. But, they smashed all my, I'm not a very big Lego fan at the moment, but you can see that Lego up there. One sec. Can I get it down? Ooh. Yeah, I can. But I'm not a very big Lego fan at the moment because I'm moving into my dad's. But yeah, I had this, made this. They smashed it all up. And they were just like being really mean, smashing up all my Lego because I was quite a big Lego fan that year ago. And I was finding it as an abusive house, so I called it an abusive house. I didn't want to go there anymore, but I didn't have the courage to just say, I'm not coming, never see my mum again. Because I'm a 13-year-old boy at that point. And just having your parents split up is hard, and then leaving one of your parents behind, like, it's tough. Really, really, really tough. But I decided, okay, I'm moving out on Wednesdays. So, my nan used to come over every Tuesday, cook dinner. Then she changed to Wednesday. My stepbrother was always, he was one of the kinder ones in the family, other than my brother and my mum, but yeah, he's different. Sorry about that. So, he was always kind, but that all changed recently. So, I was like, okay, I'm moving out on a Wednesday. They stopped me, so it was now Monday, Tuesday, Dad's. Wednesday, I'd walk home from school, go in, have dinner, then get dropped off to my street dance class, and then get picked up by my dad. And once every month, my mum would pick me up instead. Along with my brother and stepbrother, we all go to the same street dance class. Then Thursday and Friday, I was with my dad. Until, it all got too much. So, I started self-harm. So, I got home one street dance night at my mum's house. I wasn't I was at school. And I found a pin. For instance, Lego 9 pin badge. I had one like this at my mum's house. Took off the back bit that covers it. And I just did one, well, no, I didn't do cuts. I just pressed it in multiple times. And I said to Bella, I've started self-harm. Me and Lottie still went on best terms, but Bella made me try and call Geraldine, but I decided not to. Again. And then, it got too much, and the next day in the morning, I was off school. Well, Thursday and Friday I didn't do anything, then I was off school, Saturday, Sunday. I just kept on doing it. just slit my wrist constantly. And then I used makeup to hide it up over school. And I then decided, okay, that happened for about a month or two. Then the school caught wind that I was doing it. They didn't notice that I was actually doing it. They thought I did. I just told them that it was cat scratches and completely stopped. Didn't do it for ages. And then I moved out of my mum's house completely. And that was 3-4 weeks ago, I believe. October. Start-ish of October. Moved out. It's too much. So I was out of that house and I told my mum I wanted to move out. So I packed all my clothes on a Wednesday night. My dad came and picked them up, went to dance, came back to my dad's house. Then I got a message Thursday night, Mum saying, all your stuff's in boxes, come pick up Saturday. And that just completely broke me. One thing that I didn't mention is when I went to pick up all the boxes, they were on the drive, and the night before it was raining, so all the cardboard boxes were soaked. Now, I know I was the one who decided to move out. I know I was the one cutting connections with my mum, James, my stepbrother, my brother, all of my lifelong friends on that side of the family. But I couldn't survive in that house for much longer. Like, physically, I could not. So I moved out completely. Now I'm not seeing my mum ever again, really. I'll only see her on holidays and stuff. And now it's coming up to Christmas. I said to her the other day, do you want to see me on Christmas? She said no. And then she said, on the last day of school, you can walk into town and I can pick you up and talk to you and, like, go out for a coffee or something. My dad has already made arrangements, so he couldn't. And then she said, okay, fine, just won't see you then. Although on every Wednesday, every Boxing Day, I go over to my nan's. So that's the family situation. So I'll move on to the self-harm segment in a moment. So self-harm, I've mentioned it briefly, but pretty much it started back when I was thinking about moving out of my mum's house because it was really toxic and it just got all too much. It started off as a lie, telling Bella that I was doing it when I wasn't, until 2 hours later I actually did. And I found it hard staying clean for 1 to 2 days. The longest I did it was a week, and then I broke it because it felt like pressure was on me. Like, that's what happens when you have an addiction. The pressure is like pushing down on you to, like, just end the streak. Like, there's nothing that you're gonna lose other than numbers. So I did it again. Then the school thought that I was, so I showed them my wrist, said it was cat scratches. I did it for about another 2 weeks and covered up with makeup. The school didn't find out. And then I just quit because I was out of my mum's house. Everything was happy. Everything was good. Until when, about a week ago, everything got too much. It was all 2 months. 2 months and 10 days I was clean. I was very happy. Until I'm going to briefly brush over this, not going to give any names or anything. But I got jumped, pretty much. I got taken down into a classroom, punched in the ribs multiple times, and I had a bruise. So last week I wasn't at school Thursday or Friday. And then I had to write a statement on Monday, and I had arguments with this other person who jumped me back and forth. And my student support manager, brilliant by the way, said, okay, I'm going to have to escalate this because neither of you are owning up to either there was no contact or there was contact. I had a bruise on my ribs. I showed them that. Not enough evidence. They looked on the security cameras. They saw this other person leading me into the science block and then saw him walking out, me walking out the other door. But they couldn't see him punching me because there was no cameras where it happened. Now, I don't know if the person who did it will own up to it anytime soon. I don't care if they do or don't, but it would be good if they did. After that, yeah, I just got all too much. And the person who jumped me, I think it was him, but they started a rumour. And in the last video, when I say I have a girlfriend who is in year 11, I told one of my friends that they twisted it, said that it was an 11-year-old, so people think I'm dating a year 4, 5, 6. I don't even know which year. They're changing it every single day. Apparently, I'm a pedo now. Sam and Adam, the people who helped me out of this situation, are gonna try and stop the rumor. I think, but I'm gonna stop it as well when I go back to school. Until I then did it on site with a screwdriver head. It wasn't that sharp, but it was sharp. Sharp enough to cause cuts. Now, trigger warning. I'm going to show you my wrist. I don't know. You probably can't see, but you can. Yeah, it's just there. It's not bad, but they're healing. They are healing. I did it on the school site, so there's going to be a safety thing put out. And not yesterday, but the day before, I got called into the office. They checked my wrists, checked my blazer, my bag for any weapon that I could, harm myself with or harm others with. They found it. They took it away. And then I found out the 2 people reported me for it because they saw me doing it. It was Adam and Sam. They reported me. And I was pissed at first until I then got asked if they could come into the room to see if I was okay and stuff, and they said they just pretty much came in, comforted me, and they called my dad. My dad was on his way. And the first thing Adam said, because he tries to make light of bad situations, the first thing he said when he came into the room was, stuff like, don't kill yourself. They got me tissues because I was crying. And then they said, look, don't kill yourself. How are we going to get the re-sing of the Unwanted song if you're dead? Now, I was laughing through tears at that point. Not happy tears. Well, it was a bit both tears, but I was laughing through it. They really did help. A lot. A lot. They got me back, and then Thursday, my dad picked me up, went for a meal, and then went home. And yesterday I had the day off to recover, and then today, here filming the video. And I'm at 2 days clean, roughly. So, it's all good. Now, this video is not to gain subscribers, not to gain likes and stuff. It's just, I want to talk about my experience, and if anyone ever has any trouble, there's helplines, there's people at school, there's family, there's teachers, there's loads of people. Now, I know loads of people have heard this, and I literally didn't believe it, but life does get better. Life, it does. It really does. Now, normally it takes one of your friends to tell someone else that you're not okay. And then once they've told someone, then you'll know that they're in the right and they're just looking out for you, and then they're a true friend. They are. Believe me. So, don't end your life. It's a permanent fix to a temporary problem. So, I never thought I'd be sitting here making this video, but I am. I've got loads of great friends who've helped me through it. Charlie, Dylan, Edward, Annabelle, Theo, Daniel, literally loads of people have come together, helped me. Callum, thank you. Sam, Adam, they're the main people who have helped me through this. So, thank you to everyone and all the teachers, my head of year, assistant head of year, I think it's the manager of my year. I can't remember your name. I'm not going to say anyone's name. Head of year, assistant head of year, management of my year, and then my student support manager. To all of them, if you're watching, which you probably aren't, but thank you. And then my friends, thank you, and family, other than mum, brother, stepbrother, that. Thank you. And now I'm gonna be in therapy type thing, but it'll help. And life does get better, so it's not worth ending your life. It's temporary. So don't end it. And I know it's hard to stop, but there are better days coming. Thank you for watching, and stay safe.